after 20 seasons, Keeping Up with the Kardashians will be coming to an end with the final season airing in early 2021. Let's talk about it. I have to say, I did have fun doing an accent. I really did. I remember back in the day, I really used to get a kick out of Kim accent. Because I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, I really, really, really liked Kim. I really liked her. I really did. But I believe when Kim, her sisters, and her mama were trying to, when they were attempting to take control of the world, and their total quest for world domination was vivid, I felt as though they were dangerous. This wasn't just a family that wanted to look gorgeous, that lived this fabulous life in Calabasas. They were trying to be on the level of world leaders. So, with that being said, the decision to end the show was made by the Kardashian-Jenner family and announced on Tuesday. It is with heavy hearts that we say goodbye to Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the famous family said in a joint statement signed by Kris Jenner, Kourtney Kardashian, Kim Kardashian West, Khloe Kardashian, Rob Kardashian, Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, and Scott Disick. And I don't know why Scott is always in the mix of all this shit. He better be a producer, because otherwise he's just getting on my nerves. I never liked Scott Disick. But anyway, after what will be 14 years, 20 seasons, hundreds of episodes, and several spin-off shows, we've decided as a family to end this very special journey. We are beyond grateful to all of you who've watched us for all these years. Through the good times, the bad times, the happiness, the tears, and the many relationships and children. We'll forever cherish the wonderful memories and countless people we've met along the way. The family thanks the production team at Bunham Murray, and Ryan Seacrest, who has been an executive producer of the show since the beginning. Released an official statement to Variety regarding the ending of the monumental show that helped define the network as a destination beyond entertainment news. That is true. Over the years, with Keeping Up with the Kardashians as their flagship unscripted series, transformed into a cabler for hit reality programming, and in more recent years delved into scripted content as well. Has been the home and extended family to the Kardashian-Jenners for what will be 14 years, featuring the lives of empowering family. The network statements read, all along with you all, we have enjoyed following the intimate moments the family so bravely shared by letting us into their daily lives. While it has been an absolute privilege, we will miss them wholeheartedly. We respect the family's decision to live their lives without our cameras. Now, it reads that Keeping Up with Kardashians has been a massive global hit for the network, and it airs repeats constantly, and it pays a pretty penny for those rights. In 2017, inked a mega deal with the family for a 3-year extension, taking the show through 2020. And this figure was valued at 9 figures. At the time, insiders told Variety that the renewal deal was worth below $100 million, though other reports say that the deal was worth up to $150 million. And it says that the show premiered in 2007 and turned into a Kardashian-Jenner family into international superstars with multiple business ventures. And everybody knows their names. And when the show debuted, Kris Jenner, now known as one of the most savviest businesswomen in the country, in the industry, was known to the public as the ex-wife of O.J. Simpson, attorney Robert Kardashian. Her former spouse, Caitlyn Jenner, also ended up starring in her own spin-off, I Am Kate, which documented her transition into a transgender woman, thus becoming the most famous transgender woman in the world. And what Kim Kardashian wrote, who was the epicenter of the show, stated that without keeping up with the Kardashians, I wouldn't be where I am today. She posted on her Instagram with 188 million followers. I am so incredibly grateful to everyone who has watched and supported me and my family these past 14 incredible years. She wrote, this show made us who we are, and I will be forever in debt to everyone who played a role in shaping our careers and changing our lives forever. You got that right, Kim. You got that right. But there's one person you forgot to thank. Ray J. Ray J. If it wasn't for Ray J and that tape, you nor your family would be where you are. If it wasn't for that tape, you wouldn't have piqued the interest of Mr. Kanye West. And if it wasn't for the tape, you would not have had this very strange global domination in media. Now, I'm going to say this. I became critical of the Kardashians around about 2011 when Kim married that basketball player. I can't think of his name, but he was biracial. And you could tell that the marriage was for publicity. That bothered me because it showed me that they were willing to do anything beyond just the sex tape. The sex tape was to come up. I get that. But after the sex tape, there wasn't any more need to do any more come up stuff because you've made it. It was a storyline and it was boring. And once that collapsed, it's like, I gotta save face because I can't just keep doing stuff for come ups. I can't keep doing stuff for publicity. And then came Kanye. Now, if you're a Kanye West fan, you know that her and him have been friends going back to 2007. There's pictures of them in 2007. I've always had this very unique theory that she did the sex tape with Ray J. That she even got with Ray J because she wanted to get Kanye. Ray J was a stepping stone to get and marry Kanye West. I always felt that. You can argue me down. I don't care. That has always been my theory for many, many years, for almost a decade. Now, it's very interesting that the show is ending and her and Kanye's marriage is on the rocks. Now, I will say the one positive thing about keeping up with the Kardashians is the attention of learning about Armenian history. I know a lot of people may not care, but Armenians have a very, very unique history on the planet. Because before the Holocaust, but after the transatlantic slave trade, you had what was known as the Armenian genocide. And just like our pain was very unfortunate, they were victims of ethnic cleansing. We have never been victims of ethnic cleansing, okay? But we have been victims of, I feel as though, what's it called? Population control. That's just my opinion doing my research. But this was outright by the government. The Armenian genocide. And many Armenians, when they left, they settled. There was an exodus, the Armenian exodus. And they settled in California, which is why you have this huge population of Armenians in California. And Kim Kardashian, the Kardashian sisters, not the Jenners, but the sisters through their father are descendant of those people that exiled into California. And I thought that shedding the light on that, especially there was an episode when they visited Armenia, and shedding the light on that, I thought that was a positive thing. I thought that was the one positive outcome of the show, and shedding the light on what happened to this group of people. Because even though a lot of them did come to California, millions of them were killed. And they were killed because they were Christian. They don't tell you that. And they were killed, a lot of them were killed, they were killed by the Turkish government, the Ottoman Empire and stuff. And it happened, and it goes into like the whole World War One situation, the Balkans, different things of that nature. If you want to do more research about it, you can. But that was the one positive. It was shining a light on what happened to the Armenians during the ethnic cleansing done by the Turkish during the early 1900s. Now, what I will say, what I do like about Kim is that she's going into this human justice crusade, being an advocate. I think that's a very positive thing. And they don't need the show anymore. They made their money. Chloe needs it to validate herself because she has low self-esteem. What's the older sister? Courtney wanted to be an actress. It didn't pop off. So this was her being on camera. But the surprise breakout star besides Kim was Kylie Jenner. That was a surprise all on its own. And she's made a lot of money. But I have to say, I don't like Kris Jenner's ways. I think Kris Jenner pushed those girls and the some over sexualizing themselves. It took a toll on a lot of teenage girls during the 2010s, and it wasn't a positive. It was more negative aspects of the show. And with COVID-19 happening, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to keep up with the Kardashians anymore. They don't want to. And I think the Kardashians in the show comes at the best time because at least they're not going to lose any money from it. So with that being said, that's my take on Keeping Up with Kardashians. Sayonara to the show. After the first season, I didn't really like it, but by 2011, I was just done with all of them. And that's my take. Peace out. Hopefully, all these shows go off. And I want to hear your commentary, your take on this matter, and talk to you soon. Later.